Okay, so I am on YouTube right now. What I want to do is make a really quick video to show people what YouTube advertising looks like. So YouTube advertising is taken care of in the Google Ads section primarily, or not Google Ads, Google AdWords primarily. But of course, YouTube is owned by Google, and so it pops up on YouTube. So I'm just going to type in a band name really quickly. Because most of the time you're looking at music or some type of how-to video. So I'm going to type in a band name. I like Sylvan Esso, and we'll see it pops up. I don't like these because these are pretty big brand, I feel like, so I'm going to see what I can get if I cycle through. So I can't power through, but what I will do is show these other ones. This is what you can expect if you get the display advertising. So display advertising on YouTube, if you go that route, it looks like this. You'll pop a search display. So you're going to pop up in the search menu. It looks just like one of those videos on search, but obviously it's not. How can you tell? It's tagged with this little gold thing. Those means those are ads. They're sponsored. So there we go. Also, there's off to the side here, you'll see an advertisement. So it's a little bit out of the way. People aren't really paying attention to that as much. Really, they want to, check out something here if we're really going to go through. But let's see what happens when we do go through this. Old Spice is probably going to be funny, but these guys are smaller. It's for a car, so I feel like, you be a real car lover. Okay, so when we go through, it's a Nissan commercial. It says spread the joy, or spread your joy. What did it say on the outside? 5, 4. Alright. So just 2014 Nissan Sentra, and then basically the same thing. I wanted to pull that up because lots of times you'll get people that'll say something on the outside, and then when you get to the video, the whole thing will be different. So this whole title will be different, and they just sent you something because of whatever. And I feel like those are bad marketing tactics if you don't at least somewhat hold that that whatever drew people in the first place. So that's wanted to point that out real quickly. If I go over here to the side, Nissan is also targeting again, so they have another ad up here for themselves going. Alright. Next, just as a point of why YouTube advertising is so positive, if you do go through to this and you're going to check out some of these videos, their last videos they posted. Okay, so remember this, anybody can do this type of tactic, and what I want to point out here is now we're in the vids for Nissan. So this is all the videos that Nissan's been posting over the last, however long, throughout their full account. But this one, the first one they have here has 31,000 views. It's kind of out of screen right now. 2,000 views, 177, 79, 158. All these were posted within the last week. And if you go down the other rows, there's not always that many views. One of these even have 36 over here. So there we go. It's not always, a whole lot of views going on there. Okay, and I wanted to point that out because of this video that caught our attention in the first place. This Nissan Sentra video, which has 200,000. Why does this video have so many? It's because it's an ad. They can get that many views, naturally if people are really that interested in their video. But chances are they're probably not just going to come over and click on to a Nissan commercial because it looks interesting. Chances are there was an ad to put that in front of those people, and then all of a sudden they started clicking through to it. Now when these ads run, because ads can also run as pre-roll, right? So let me find a pre-roll. We'll get off of this really quick. Okay, so this is what we call a pre-roll ad. You can pause that right there. So this is a pre-roll ad. So I clicked on Sylvan Esso. I wanted to hear the song Coffee. Good song if you haven't heard it. And an advertisement starts. I think common, thought process is that, oh man, this is way too expensive for me to use or whatever. But what people aren't, really realizing that, depending on your goal, this is easily accomplishable, and you can go back in there and turn this thing on multiple times. Maybe you don't want it on like, all year. Maybe you want it on during, this weekend, this day, blah 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 blah. Before this event, you can do that easily, and it's, it's not something that just burns into your pocket. It's something that can, just bring you more, more ROI, whatever you wanted from that situation. So this does actually, even if people don't watch it all the way through, so this whole video is going to be, my guess for this one is, sorry, 8 seconds, about 20 seconds or so. And the benefit of this here is that on YouTube, after a few seconds, they're going to let me skip through this. So if I kept going here, let's find out.
Want to know more? Just click here.
It's one of those rare situations where they won't let you because big brand paid so much. But most of the time, you'll get like a little, bar that'll pop out here and it just says skip. Lots of time people decide to skip, and even with this one I'm sure it's the same. But if somebody decides not to watch that video past 30 seconds, actually in this video it's not 30 seconds, so they're probably just paying for this, but if somebody decides not to watch that video past 30 seconds, then you don't pay for that anyways. It's just awareness. So if you have a music video or an advertisement for your, your pizza sale or whatever, or a garage sale or something, um, and that the video is going across and your text is going, and obviously maybe your message wasn't all that long, but you have a long video, and so you get everything done in like 6-7 seconds before people are ready to can even skip. You're not going to have to pay for that unless somebody decides to click through to your link that you also attach to that. But if they just skip, you're not going to pay for that because they didn't watch 30 seconds. So that's a real big bonus to using the YouTube network to advertise, and the whole Google Ads network to advertise, because that's how it works. You get a lot of awareness through a lot of these people, and it won't count it as a full view because they didn't watch past 6-7 seconds. But whatever you wanted to accomplish is already accomplished. They just it's maybe they'll click through to your link next time. Maybe one of those side advertisements. If I was a really big NHL guy, I might click on this over here. And if I decide to click through, that would cost something. But something like this, not at all. So that's another great bonus to YouTube advertising. And I think that wraps it up for this video. Covered two different types of advertising, and that was really the search menu advertising and also these pre-roll ads. So both of those are really cost effective. You have to know how to get in there and how to optimize these things, and really know your demographics so that you're not just spreading a large net. Find out what you want, target that area, who do you want, and and then set things up. So there you go.